welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
A look there inside a Hard Rock Stadium in South Florida. Tonight, a good one coming your way in the AFC. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Miami Dolphins.
Welcome to the field, your 2025 Miami Dolphins.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. Evan McPherson getting this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Miami offense set to go, led by 27-year-old Tua Tagovailoa. Greg, hard to believe, 6th season as the Dolphins quarterback.
One of the few southpaws we have playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and while he doesn't have one of the strongest arms, he makes up for it with great anticipation and pinpoint accuracy. So what it does, it allows him to throw very catchable balls. A lot of his receivers do a lot of the damage after the catch, and only time's going to tell how this one plays out. But when he's on his game, they're due for a lot of points.
And that is incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and it'll be second down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan. As
the pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. B.J. Hill in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up third down.
You work all week on this opening script, and the entire idea, Mike, is to get off to a good start, establish some rhythm, both run and pass, and settle everybody in. Well, I think it's pretty safe to say that opening script plan has not gone according to plan.
Not the sharpest of starts on offense. Here an early 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Tua. It is caught. It is Westbrook-Ikhine. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. So here come the Bengals. And, Greg, there is no denying the talent of this man. Joe Burrow led the league in passing yards and touchdowns a season ago.
And the expectations coming into this year for Joe Burrow and this Bengals offense, they're sky high. And I know last year the defense was the issue and they really struggled, but the offense did their part. If the defense can have some improvement, they made a change at coordinator, they brought in some new personnel, the efficiency and the explosiveness of that offense is good enough not only to compete in the AFC, but to compete for a Super Bowl.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. First run of the game here for Chase Brown. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. Working out of the gun, Burrow. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. They get 20 on the connection. It's a Cincinnati first down.
That's good for a Bengals first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
On the ground, it's Brown. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. The middle of the field. That's taken in by Chase. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Right back to Chase. He's got it again. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
They'll run here with Brown. He's to the 10. And he's into the end zone. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Bengals.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead.
Dolphins, nothing.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. On the return, Malik Washington. Whoa! He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for first and 10. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. The first carry here for Devon Achane. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. Demetrius Knight there on the tackle.
Brings up second and 8.
They'll come up on a second down and 8. Once again, it's Achane. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. First down, Miami.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And
the pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Dax Hill, the former first-round pick, up in the secondary to record the sack. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Bengals on top. And we're back to South Florida after this. The Dolphins in possession of the football. We begin the second quarter, and they are facing a 2nd and long. A shotgun snap for Tua. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down. Chris Jenkins Jr. getting in for the sack, and that's going to lead to 3rd and very long.
What a first half for this pass rush, huh, Mike? I mean, they have just completely dominated this game. They are in complete control, and you have to imagine this offensive line, there's got to be some adjustments up front. They just cannot allow their quarterback to continue to be hit like this.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And the defense unrelenting, a 3rd consecutive sack.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
Here's Jake Bailey now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Bengals offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Burrow. This one caught by Chase. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
The tight end Fant in motion. A carry here for Brown. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one. And now it's 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
At the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
So, from the 25, it's 2nd and 5. In motion, it's Waddle. Now Tua. Open man, Malik Washington. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this 1st half. It is 2nd and 9. Off play action, it's Tua. This one complete to Washington. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a 1st down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Now the Dolphins are going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Throwing is Tua. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Joseph Osai getting in for the sack. And now it's going to be 3rd and a mile.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line. And if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Tua. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little... as he's on to punt for Miami. And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Bengals offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They lead it here in the second quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. Burrow now. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here comes 2nd and 4. Now, Burrow. He'll find Chase. That's complete. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So, halftime straight ahead as we go up to Scott Hanson with our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hanson and crew, thrilled to be with you from the Orlando studios at EA Sports, and we'll keep this one short and sweet. Just one touchdown on the board so far, 7-0 at the half. Will the offenses pick it back up? To find out, let's rejoin our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments will pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the third quarter begins. A return now from the 4. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Bengals offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10.
Bro, coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm chilling, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these.
They go play action for Burrow. He'll swing this one out to Brown.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Quick throw there on the RPO is broken up. And no time to get the separation there. And the incompletion is going to bring up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
That is brought in. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 77 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
On is McPherson for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bengals move out on top, 14-0.
14. Dolphins nothing.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Washington now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score, as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Play action. Tagovailoa. He's got a man. Westbrook-Akine. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out. Look, Mike, I realize most people, if they saw a lineman of his size waiting for him, they would just run the other way. But it's his job to try to find a way around the big fella and get what he can. Running backwards only turns a small setback into a much bigger one.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. In motion, Westbrook-Akine. Here's Tagovailoa. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short gain.
3rd and long. Here's Tua. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
That's another
Waddle's first catch. Good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here as we start the second half.
They'll bring Waller in motion here. Tua will give it to Achane. And he'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for first down. 1st and goal.
13 more yards. That's another Dolphins first down.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
Only a yard there. Tackle made at the 5. Here comes 2nd and goal.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball right on the 5-yard line. 2nd down and goal. Here comes the jet sweep. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike,
and he'll take this one in. Tua Tagovailoa. Touchdown, Dolphins. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive, because they've still got some work to do.
Now, here's the Dolphins and Tua going for two.
The Dolphins are lining up
On the zone read, he'll keep it himself. And he will get in for the two. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense and T. Higgins set to take over once more. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. Burrow to throw. Catch left side is made by Higgins. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
And the Bengals first down.
Here's Brown. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Fourth quarter gets underway, and it's a run by Brown.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
On 1st down, Burrow. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
Really nice coverage there defensively. And here you find yourself in a one-score game. Mike, he understands the value of protecting the ball. Really smart decision. Throw it away, snap it again.
2nd and 10. They motion a receiver right. Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. Throw to the right flat. It is caught.
Complete to Andre Yosivon. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Oh, now flags come in. Looks like movement up front. And 3rd down just became a lot tougher.
Still 3rd down.
So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Andre Yosivon. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Bengals.
Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
So now the Bengals and Burrow will come out and try to add 2.
The Bengals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Now they'll set up to throw. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Here comes D. Eskridge on the return. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to see what they can do for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll bring Waller in motion here. It is caught. It is Westbrook-Ikhine. They'll get it up 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. They'll bring Waller in motion here. A shotgun snap for Tua. That's caught on the right side by Waddle. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Tua and his old Bama teammate Waddle for the Dolphin 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and The age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
They hit another 17. Back-to-back plays of 17 yards. And another first down. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. In motion, Westbrook-Akine. To the air again, Tagovailoa. And that's over everybody. Out of the back of the end zone. It is incomplete. He was looking for Nick Westbrook-Akine there. And it'll bring up second and goal. Again, it's Tua. That is caught by the tight end, Darren Waller. Touchdown, Miami. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Now a big play here. Dolphins will go for two.
The Dolphins are lining up.
Tua to throw again. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for two is unsuccessful. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Charlie Jones now to return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now Brown. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Play action now. It's Burrow. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. The defense uses its 2nd timeout here. And don't forget, clock to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
And the Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10. Handoff here, up the middle, and third and final timeout taken by the defense. So the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left.
Brings up second.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 7. They'll stick with him again. Down the sideline, past the 45. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
21 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. They'll drop to throw. We'll find Brown out of the backfield. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
They need to get to the 29 here, facing third down. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So this one, a win for the visiting